Bibi Cuckoo is just 19, already married, 5 months pregnant, sought after as a bride because of her beauty. But now she's badly burned from her belly on down. She told doctors an oil lamp exploded as she was lighting it. The doctors didn't believe her.
The lamp is there and you put a matches there and you will get burned here. You will just burn here. But how it will get burned from here down?
So her story didn't add up?
Yeah, the story was not added. But she said that was the story.
After several weeks, Bibi finally told nurses the truth. She'd been forced to marry, was abused, and with no one to turn to, tried to kill herself.
She said that I have problems with my brother. My brother just forced me to get married with another man.
Bibi and her baby survived, but her joints will always be stiff and her scars will never go away. 80% of burns victims here are women, the doctor tells us. They believe a third of those are self-inflicted. Unlike Bibi, most of the women don't survive.
Most of them are dying because here in Afghanistan we don't have a good burn center.
What happened to you?
As she answers my questions, I realize her health is still the least of her worries. She lies. She tells me her burns are an accident. She covers her face and cries. She has no options. She has to go back to her husband.
She faces big problems with her family. I mean, with their sister-in-law and with their mother-in-law. And she will face lots of problems there. That's why she's not telling the truth.
Outside on Kabul's streets, I get a first-hand lesson on how brutal life can be for women here.
We've just come into the police station. As we've come in, we've seen this lady here. She's been beaten up by her brother-in-law. She's got blood all down her trousers, and when we saw her first, she was crying.
We follow one of the station's only 2 female officers, Pashtun Stanakzai, to see what happens next. She's responsible for helping the injured woman. But we all get forced out by a male officer who takes charge. For Pashtun, violence against women is nothing new. It happens a lot, she says, because when men get angry, they think it's normal to beat up a lady. She sees women losing out to men all the time. Most women here don't get a good education. According to the law, men and women are equal, she says. But the problem is, women just don't know their rights. She does her best to help, encourages women to prosecute men in court. It's what she wants for the beaten woman we briefly met.
We've found out the woman has been sent home with a letter from the police to her brother-in-law demanding that he comes in here to face questioning so they can discover exactly what happened.
Reality is, most cases never make it to court, and when they do, the male-dominated judiciary rarely finds in favour of women. Laws take second place to culture and tradition that disadvantage women. Homer Sultana's charity is dedicated to helping women.
There is a thinking about men in my country that they think that women are not real and they're not complete human. They think that they're second-hand human.
The harsh years of the Taliban may be gone and burqas are no longer an edict, they're an option. But in many cases, women are treated not as people, but as possessions, and the laws put in place to protect them are not practiced.
At the new Ministry of Women's Affairs, they are making only slow progress on toughening laws to protect women.
Changes include a ban on forced marriage, a ban on the exchange of girls in return for settling tribal scores, and a ban on child marriage.
For Bibi Cuckoo, the changes, if they happen, are already too late. Nick Robertson, CNN, Kabul, Afghanistan.